Welcome to Greg's Corner, Nail School with me, Gregory Salo. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. All right, we're going to be focusing on cuticle work. All right, so for those of you that are just getting into learning how to do nails, one of the most important aspects to getting tight work is if I draw out, right, a nail, right, let's just assume that this is the natural nail, this is the cuticle area and whatever the extension is. What you want to be able to do is achieve this level of perfection right here around the cuticle area. So it's not just, again, dead center, right? It's not going to be just dead center here. It's going to be from this point here to this point here, all the way around. All right, so for those of you guys that just joined us, make sure to smash that like button. And for those of you guys that need information, make sure to go to www.youngnails.com. Let's get in tight. Okay, so, wow. This is what happens when you get marker all over your hand. You just get this off. All right, so first things first. We have to make sure that we have great consistency. And in order to have great consistency, what you have to be able to do, if you submerge your brush and you tap one side, again, tap one side. Don't bounce on the dish. If you just tap one side, you're going to notice if I come at a 45-degree angle, right, and I pull down and bounce inside the powder, I'm going to be able to pick up a nice fluffy bead on one side of my brush. That will release, right, without sticking, okay? So the biggest, I would say, problem that a lot of beginners make, and yesterday when I had class, there was a student who couldn't get this, and I'll explain why. What they did was they were doing this. They take their brush, they tap it, and then they do this. They bounce, 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 bounce. Well, take a look at this. I mean, even though that looks decent, do you see how flat that bead becomes? If you just literally pull down and if not even pull down, just bounce, 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 bounce. So if you bounce, bounce, you're going to get a really, really flat bead. If you physically take the brush and you pull down, then bounce inside the powder, look how much more volume you get on the bead. This is really, really important because when you're setting it to this area back here, you want to make sure that when you're setting it to the cuticle area, that again, the brush stays straight. You're not going to be setting it with the finger flat and the brush like this. You're going to be setting it like this with the finger pointed down so that you can contour your brush as you're walking around the perimeter of the nail, okay? So we want to get to a point, watch this. If I zoom in and I get myself a nice bead, if I submerge my brush and I pull down and I bounce, bounce, bounce inside the powder to get a nice bead, if I wait, right, I'd say 3 to 4 seconds and then I release. You see the space? If I use the tip of the brush and lightly walk around, touching, it's almost like I'm slide touching all the way around. I want to show you something, okay? So I'm just going to hold the powder right here. This is the point I'm talking about. Look at this. From this point all the way around to this point, what we're trying to achieve, if I was to brush this acrylic forward, I want to show you something cool. If I was to brush this from the side and all the way down, if I turn this to the side, do you see how it naturally shapes down? It contours down to the cuticle area and everything, right? From this point right here to this point right here, okay? Do you notice, again, from those 2 points, Do you see how it rounds off at the cuticle area all the way around? That's what we're trying to achieve. And you're trying to achieve this in the least amount of effort. Okay, so let me go ahead and just pull this off. All right, when you guys are working with acrylic, it's really important to understand the finger cannot be flat. It has to be down towards the angle. For those of you guys that just joined us, make sure to smash that like button. It's also really important to understand that when you're holding your brush, let me kind of zoom out, right? Look at this. If I'm holding my brush, you can see that if my brush is resting in the crease of my hand, right? I want it flat. So if it's looking at the side, it's almost like this. I don't want to be like this, or I don't want to be like this. If I set it down like this, it ends up bulging out towards the back end. If I kept the finger too flat, and let's say I just set, look at this, I just set my brush in here and got a really dry bead. I didn't bounce. And let's say I set it down flat like this, watch. If I set it down flat, I'm literally putting an asteroid on the back of the nail. Like there's no way that is going to shape out to perfection. What you just laid is a giant turd on the nail. We don't want that. Like if you have any chance, literally, of building perfection around the nail, there is no way you can lay the acrylic bead on the surface, right, where you're going to be able to get perfection around the perimeter of the nail. All right, for those of you guys that just joined us, make sure to smash that like button, right? For those of you guys that need information, www.youngnails.com. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I think this is a new feature. I'm pretty stoked about this. All right, so again, I'll keep my liquid back here. I'll keep my powder right here, and I'll keep this in frame so that you guys can see. Let's get in tight so we can watch how I'm using, because when I set it down to this point, the very tip of my brush, it's almost like a real, like I'm barely kind of jabbing at it, a light sliding motion. How much space am I leaving between the acrylic and the cuticle area? Look at this. So if I lay my brush down right at the cuticle area and then I pull forward, I'm leaving about that much space. I need about that much room. Look at this, all the way around, right? And then if I have a nice self-leveling characteristic, everything is going to flow, slow roll into perfection, right? All right, so if I submerge my brush and I lightly tap and I pull down and I bounce, I'm not gonna set it down immediately. 1, 2, 3, at 4, I'm going to slowly release with that space, right? Watch this, with the tip of my brush, touch, slide, touch. Okay, look at this. If it slowly starts to roll, I just bring it back. I don't slide it down. Okay, now in this position, with the tip of my brush, if I pull from the side, look what happens. Do you see how it naturally tapers down perfect? Right here. If I pull from the side, right, and I start to pull from the front, right, you notice that, again, look at that. I'm trying to get it where it doesn't roll off the side. I'm trying to create a beautiful overlay. So at this point right here, as the product starts to set and I've pulled most of the product down over the body of the nail, I'm trying to create as natural, right, of an overlay so that I have the least amount of filing to do. Okay, so for those of you guys that are practicing, you don't even need to pick up that big of a bead. Try to work on, again, don't just bounce immediately. You have to physically pull down, then bounce, pull down, then bounce, pull down, then bounce. Get yourself a nice fluffy bead. 2, 3, 4, release. Use the tip of the brush, a light touch, a light touch, a light touch, a light touch, a light touch. I'm done. From the side and the front of the bead, wipe my brush. From the side and the front of the bead, I'm literally using this part of my brush so that I could guide the acrylic down. I'm not worried about finishing off this end. What we're focusing on, you guys, is trying to make sure that I have it super tight around that area without physically having to pull the nail or the acrylic all the way through the nail. This is what a lot of beginners make a mistake when they're working cuticle area. They submerge their brush, right? They pick it up, right? Let's say, or they do this. They don't even pick it up right. They get a lot of, they bounce their brush, like they're bouncing off the sides. They water ski through the surface. They get this real crappy booger on the end of their brush. And then what they do is they try to set it down and it sticks. And then they're like, oh my gosh. And again, you just laid a turd on the nail. And then you're trying to fix it by going like this, by bouncing. And all you have done is made the situation worse. This is not how you do it. You don't want to lay acrylic down like this, because then what you're going to end up with is something that is going to be very, very difficult to file into shape, right? What we want to be able to do is you have to remember that when we're learning or you're trying to master consistency, the key, again, as you can see, right, is having great balance. Like if I'm resting my brush in the crease of my hand, like you can see, right, again, it's just sitting here. So if I just literally, if I'm resting in the crease of my hand and then I grip it, it's kind of like, just like my pen. Well, I want to be able to do that. If I rest it in the crease of my hand, I've got great balance. It leaves me with the ability to use my finger. And again, if I have my hand out this way, look at this, I have connection. If I have connection on my hand, I don't shake. For those of you guys that are working like this, right? Dude, this ends up being like sewing machine friggin' brush, bouncing all over the place. You have no control at all. So we have to have connection. That way you're able to work with good balance. You don't shake while you work. If I submerge my brush, right? And then again, if I have the right consistency, if I submerge my brush, I lightly tap one side, I pull down, I bounce, bounce, bounce. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, release lightly. I use the tip of my brush, lightly touch, lightly touch, lightly touch, lightly touch, lightly touch. You see the slow roll? Slow roll. At this point, like if you wanted a deep smile line, I could barely touch the top of the nail. Then I can wedge out my brush and be like, okay, let's just shape my smile line. Perfect. Boom. Don't have to do anything. And I know, right? I know the cuticle area is literally going to set me up so that when I do filing, I'm literally not going to have to, look at this. Like it's like clay. It's beautiful. I have great workability. This is what you have to be able to do, right? The key is mastering it so that it doesn't get jammed up in your brush. You have great balance. You're able to get great cuticle areas, right? It's not too thin, right? It has everything to do, again, with learning how to pick it up correctly, learning how to set it down with right balance, using the tip of the brush to walk around the perimeter of the nail. And then when it runs down, you have the option of slightly feathering it from the sides and the front of the nail, or you can shape the smile line, okay? All right, I hope this helps. I really appreciate the time. I love this feature right here. That's absolutely unbelievable. I didn't even know that I can actually zoom in. Tune in for more. Definitely, if you guys have any questions, hit us up. Again, www.youngnails.com or 1-800-777-9170. I appreciate you much. Peace.
Subscribe the channel now. Subscribe the channel now. Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel